Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Bushman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the December 2020 forecast for life path number ones. So, ones, December is a universal 7 energy. And so, collectively, we may be seeing the influence of needing to seek the answers to the big questions. You could go as big as what is the meaning of life, right? But really, this is going to be a time to go within and go without and see how your own truth relates or correlates to the truth that you've been shown in the external world. So there's going to be a lot of potential digging this month, again, to see to look at your own beliefs and to look at the physical reality and see how they mesh, right? And then also there will be this energy of as above, so below. So again, getting in tune with your own higher consciousness, your own spirituality, and then seeing how you can bring that energy into the physical plane. So again, there's kind of this energy of being called to become the bridge. So the bridge between within and without and above and below. There's also going to be this potential energy for rest, introspection, stillness, and solitude. So where November was the 6th energy, which is about community and family, this month, you may find that there's times where you feel a really strong call or pull to find solitude, to go within, to have some alone time, have some introspection, and just enjoy the stillness with yourself, right? So again, that call for being a little bit more introverted this month. And to allow yourself that time for rest. That's going to be really, really important this month. As we come to the end of the 2020 year, there's this sort of need to reflect upon the journey thus far, right? And in doing that, allowing yourself some time to rest and recuperate as you prepare for the energy shift as we move into 2021. So just listen to your body, allow yourself the time and the opportunity to rest and rejuvenate as needed. Another energy of this 7 universal collective energy that we may feel will potentially shine a light on relationships. And so relationships, when it comes to trust, when it comes to allowing others to be some of our greatest teachers. So when it comes to relationships, that can be your relationship with yourself might be highlighted. Your relationship with others may be highlighted. Because remember, oftentimes it is the people that come into our lives, those relationships, friends, romantic partners, colleagues, whatever, they become our greatest teachers, whether that's through triggering us to help us heal, or whether it's to teach us something or offer us a new perspective that we might not have thought of had we not had that interaction. So you may find this month that relationships are coming into focus very heavily, and just pay attention to that and pay attention to what you're being shown, because there's a message there or a potential lesson or something to learn. You may also see an energy focused on specialization. So you may find that you want to really go back to school and study something or learn a new language or learn a new craft or something like that. So 7 cycle energy is very, it promotes learning. It promotes, again, that personal growth or that spiritual growth. So you may find that coming in for you as well. Okay, so let's get into December specifically for Life Path Ones. So I pulled a animal spirit card for you all, and you got Emu Spirit, which I love. It says, this is a good time to go on a new adventure. And what I love is the feeling of giving yourself permission, ones, to try something new without being so focused on the outcome. Ones can get hyper focused on the goal and how to get there, and then you lose some of that creative or innovative spirit in doing so. So I feel like this is kind of an opportunity this month to go on a new adventure, but in an exploratory way. So again, being able to explore new things and play with new ideas, regardless, and take the pressure off as to whether they'll work out or not, right? So, regardless of whether or not you have some huge achievement from this exploration, it's more about allowing yourself the opportunity to play and to, again, just do something new without the restriction and without the added pressure of it needing to be a huge success, if that makes sense. So, and I think that you'll find by doing that you will come away with so many new inspirations and ideas to play with. So I love that for you all. I broke down December into 4 weeks. And so the energy is, of course, fluid. So it may come in a variety of ways and at different times for each of you. This is a general reading. So for the first week, we have this energy of a new emotional offer coming in for you, and this feels relationship driven. So remember, sevens, that relationship energy. And so this could be, it could be romantic, but it could also be a new friendship, a new mentor, a new colleague, something like that coming in. But this feels really fulfilling for you, really satisfactory. And so really satisfying. And so it gives you this opportunity. It's like this new offer comes in for you and it gives you that opportunity to relax, right? So it could be even like, I don't know if you have children and you need a sitter so that you can go away for the weekend or something like that. It's like an offer comes in for that allows you that rest and rejuvenation. For some of you, it could be a romantic offer that comes in that allows you to sort of settle into comfort for a little while, right? So just allowing you to breathe and relax and not be so high strung. So this offer at the beginning of the month, again, it could be a friendship or something like that, but it's divinely guided. It feels emotionally fulfilling. And it feels like it's just giving you an opportunity to, again, relax and just enjoy the moment. So don't be too quick to overthink this offer. Just go with it. Again, this is a great time for adventure. So as this relationship comes in for you, even if you have some reservations about it, if there's not, if it's not anything that's substantial that you need to be concerned about, then say yes to whatever this is. Allow yourself the opportunity to explore whatever this is, this new relationship. It does feel relationship driven, or this new offer. And then we move into the second week of December, and it's interesting. It's kind of this call, which I can see this for ones as an overall arching theme, but there's this energy of having taken on too much or sort of just feeling kind of like you're at the end of your rope when it comes to something. And this feels like it's about a project or work driven or something like that. It's almost like when you are getting ready to go on vacation and you have a million things to do before to tie up those loose ends before you go away for a week or 2 weeks. It's that kind of energy or that kind of feeling. It's like there's just a lot going on and a lot to sort of take care of. And I think the message is that you can't do it all. So just take this time to prioritize your time and your energy to pay attention to the things that you can take care of at this time, and then put the rest on the back burner. That's okay. There's no judgment, no shame for putting some things on the back burner that don't need your immediate attention. So I feel like this week could feel a little bit hectic and you could feel a little bit overwhelmed by everything that you have to get done. But this is a call too to use that great organization skills that ones generally have. And you decide what is the most important, what needs your attention at this moment, and then put the rest on the back burner. You can come back to it, but take that pressure off, okay? Remember that 7 energy of rest, introspection, stillness, solitude, going within. And so if you have too much on your plate, you're not going to be able to do that. And this is really, really important to honor your body and your emotional, needs So again, second week of December, it feels a little overwhelming, but it doesn't have to. So this is where you come in. This is where you decide how you want to handle this week. And then we move into the third week of December, and it's interesting. It's kind of like you're hyper focused on something, and the universe is trying to show you something else that could bring you a profound amount of happiness, but you're so hyper focused on, I'm just going to use the negative, right? So you're so hyper focused on the negative or what's going wrong or what's not working that you're missing what could, what has the potential to work in a really positive light. And so, really, the message is this third week of December, pay attention to your mindset, pay attention to where you're putting your focus energetically. Is it on the more negative things or the things that aren't working or the things that are frustrating you or what you haven't achieved yet? Or are you focused on the potential, the possibilities, the positives? Because the universe is trying to show you something. And again, this can come in through your introspection. We talked about the need for connecting to your higher self, to your spirituality, however that comes in for you. But if you're only focused on the physical, right? What's happening on the external, that you're not going within and really following your intuition or really going within and connecting to your spiritual side, then you're missing a big piece of the puzzle. And that piece of the puzzle is what's going to bring you the most joy. So the call is to, again, find your balance. If you find yourself hyper-focused at this time, then bring it back a little bit. And again, try to find or try to be open to the messages that are trying to come in through you. It could even be coming in through relationships or chance meetings with people, but there's something that the universe is trying to show you that is the key to unlock the door to an immense amount of happiness for you. So just pay attention to that. Pay attention really to your mindset. Where are you focusing your energy? Where are you focusing your thoughts? What thoughts keep coming up for you this week? Pay attention to that because that's going to show you where you're hyper-focused and where you might need to shift that mindset a little bit, okay? Then as we move into the last week of December, right before we shift energies and move into 2021, there's this energy of a potential for a lot of stability, a lot of financial reward. This feels very physical. An opportunity to take notice of your resources. And then also there's this energy of not clinging too tightly to these resources. So this could come in a variety of ways. It could come in as sort of like a big cash windfall, a inheritance or something like that, or a promotion, or just looking at your books and realizing that you have a surplus. But then the other side of that is being mindful and being careful of not going into panic mode because you don't want to lose this windfall, you don't want to overspend it, you don't want to, you become almost a hoarder of the resource, right? And so there's this call to be open to receiving whatever this is. It does feel very physical. It feels very financial driven, so monetary and house, again, material. So, but it's almost like you become aware of a lot of I don't know. I'm going to say a lot of wealth, a lot of resources, a lot of, again, like a lot of opportunities, perhaps that could bring you wealth or stability or however it comes in. But there's also this sort of warning or fine print that comes with this energy that's saying try to keep yourself focused on what's important, right? And so again, the resources that come in for you are coming in to support you and to help you be comfortable as you focus on the other things that you need to focus on. So don't become overly focused on the financial aspects and don't become a hoarder, right? And don't cling too tightly to this newfound resource because it's in clinging or attaching to it that often we end up allowing it to slip through our fingers. And so, really, when it comes to this energy, it's meant to come in and go out and come in and go out, right? It's kind of like the tide. It's meant to go in and go out. So it's meant to come, be received and be released. So again, enjoy whatever this resource is that comes in for you, this prosperity, this inheritance, whatever, but don't let it define you. Don't become too obsessed with it, okay? Stay focused on what's important and enjoy whatever this is as well, but just don't become overly obsessed with it, okay? Allow it to, Emu talked about this is a good time to go on a new adventure. So perhaps this is the funding for you to be able to go on that new adventure. And so don't be afraid to spend that resource or use that resource for how it was intended, right? Don't cling to it out of fear of losing it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So overall, a really positive December for you all ones. I do see some internal work for you all though, as far as mindsets and, not clinging or putting too much pressure on yourself or not taking on too much. Allowing yourself the time for rest, allowing yourself to be open to the relationships that want to come in for you. And, if something comes in where you have an opportunity to go back to school or learn a new trade or, I don't know, do something that is allowing you to specialize in something, then there's a really strong call to do that as well. And again, doing so with an open mind and a childlike innocence, where you're not so focused on the outcome, okay? So doing it for the joy of doing it, and then whatever happens, happens. So wishing you a very happy December, and whatever holiday you celebrate, I hope that it's wonderful and merry. And until we meet again, take care for now.